World turns black and white. Pictures in an empty room. Your love starts falling down. Better change your tune. Yeah, you reach for the golden ring. Reach for the sky. Baby, just spread your wings. And get higher and higher. Straight up we'll climb. We'll get higher and higher. Leave it all behind.
The Bears have won the Calder Cup! The Bears have won the Calder Cup!
That's what dreams are made of. 'Cause we belong in a world that must be strong. That's what dreams are made of.
Michael Blair at him across the line. He's in alone. He fires. He fires.
Yeah, we'll get higher and higher. Straight up we'll climb. Higher and higher. Leave it all behind. Oh, we'll get higher and higher. Who knows what we'll find?
This is the end of an era here in this building, but the tradition that has been set forth here will be taken down the road and make the Giant Center just as special.
That's what dreams are made of. Oh, baby, we belong in a world that must be strong. Oh, that's what dreams are made of.
It was like walking into a shrine or a temple. Truly, Hershey Park Arena is a jewel.
It has a lot of memories, and I'll just miss the building.
You know, the American Hockey League takes such great pride in its tradition, and if one looks for where the tradition is housed, it's in Hershey Park Arena.
Tonight, we say thanks to an old friend. This place where we've grown up, watched our kids grow up, watching the greatest tradition in central Pennsylvania sports. Tonight, the players and coaches tell us the story of our hockey team and our hockey home. Tonight, we celebrate 64 years of Hershey Bears hockey. 1936, the finishing touches were put on Hershey's new arena, an arena that was a dream for a man who was responsible for this community, Milton S. Hershey.
So he built it for the community then, and he built it for the fans in the community in years obviously beyond that. And I think that's the foresight that it's unbelievable to see that 66 years ago, a man and his group of people that worked with him had the foresight to put a building together that we're just now, you know, celebrating, getting ready to move into another. I only hope that the new building lasts 66 years.
Hershey has been a center for entertainment for the central Pennsylvania region, and Hershey Park Arena has certainly been a key part of that.
Over the next 6 decades, the Hershey Bears would become part of our lives. And as the years pass and the players pass through, winning would become part of our lives as well.
I worked in this building for 35 years. And I would come to work and I would step into the building itself, and of course it was constructed mostly to play hockey in. But the environment was always there, and I just enjoyed that, coming to work, you know, and everybody connected with this building or with the hockey team. I used to say we always had one object in mind, and that was do everything we could to win the next hockey game.
Probably if there's one memory, and I've said this before, it's the experience of working with Frank, because there's nobody that epitomizes hockey and character and value as a better person than him. So if there's one thing to take out of Hershey, it's Frank Mathers.
And what Frank Mathers helped the Bears do was win Calder Cups. One in the 40s, back-to-back wins in the late 50s, another in 1969.
In 1968-69, when we won the Cup, and we beat Buffalo, which we had no license to beat. They had a much better team than what we had. I scored a couple of game-winning goals in that series, and that's probably the best year I ever had. And that memory, winning the Calder Cup, 68-69, was fantastic.
In his first year as coach, Chuck Hamilton led the Bears to another cup in 1974. Then in 1980, the last Calder Cup actually won in this building. But perhaps the most magical of years was the 1987-88 season, the 50th year of Hershey Bears hockey. A 50-win regular season, and then 12 straight victories, capped off with a final win in Fredericton and another Calder Cup.
That group of guys that we had that year was never came across that in all the other years I played, and to have that year end the way it did, it was something you kind of dream of, and it was a real payoff for a lot of us. There was a number of us that had never won a championship, and to win the championship and the way that we won it was very satisfying.
A lot of veterans, I think, were very hungry at that point in time because their careers were ending, and a lot of them hadn't won. And I think that made it special for all of us, that we knew that this might be our last chance to do something special. And looking at the team at that time, that we knew we had a good shot at it. And as the year went along, we got better and better and better. And when the playoffs came around, and our toughest foe was probably our first series, and that was against Binghamton. I think they're all one-goal games, and but to go through that whole playoffs and not lose a game was certainly something special, and something to remember for a lot of us, that's for sure.
It would be 9 more seasons before the Bears would win another cup, but that season would be one for the ages.
It's probably Blair Atchedham in the third overtime in the 1996-97 Calder Cup series with the Philadelphia Phantoms, and Blair getting that puck that's at the red line and skating in on Neil Little and driving that thing home. I felt like I was right behind him, and have never felt more excitement, I guess, in a hockey game than to watch us score that goal, win that game at the third overtime.
He fires! Score! Score! Score!
But the final victory would take place in Hamilton, Ontario, and the Bears would win their 8th Calder Cup.
The Bears have won the Calder Cup! A 4-1 win in Game 5!
But the real celebration would take place back home, back here in the Hershey Park Arena. It was a time for the fans to celebrate. After all, you are what's made this arena and this team so special.
Coming down the hall every night before a game, no matter how tired you were, you start coming down the hall towards the ice and you start to hear that crowd yell. It was just a shot of adrenaline that I'll never have doing anything else.
It was incredible. On Saturday nights, I don't think there was back in the days when I played, I don't think there was a better place to play. There was just so much electricity in the air, and the excitement in the building was just incredible.
Fans contribute. They're the seventh man on the ice, and they get behind you like they do in this building, and they're right on top of you like they are again in this building. They contribute an awful lot to winning.
Tonight, take a moment to look around. Look around at the banners, the scoreboard, and the seats.
Everywhere you go, because people talk about it, they still talk about the view. You can sit in any seat, there's no obstruction, and you can see the corners, and yeah, it's a climb sometime if you sit in the top seats going up the hill. But it's just a unique building, and I don't think there's ever been one like it, and I doubt whether there'll ever be another one like it.
I always loved this building. I think it's probably one of the nicest sports arenas to watch a hockey game from that I've ever been in, and I've been in a lot of them. I don't think there's a bad seat out there.
My memory of it is that it had a lot of character. I put it in the same company as the old Boston Garden, Chicago Stadium, where the fans are really a part of the game, and especially the fans in Hershey. You knew every night that the opposing team was coming in, they were going to get harassed, and it was great that way that, you know, the pitch of the seats, they were there, and if you're having a bad game, you knew it too.
Tonight, this Hershey Bears team takes the ice for the final regular season game in this arena. And this group of Bears knows what we've known for years. This is a special place.
You know, you can sense it here. You can sense that there's a certain level of acceptance of play, and there's a level of, there's a standard that you have to meet each and every night. And anything less is unacceptable. And I think that that's great pressure. That's positive pressure that the players have been able to grow and respond with successfully.
Well, you know, there's something special when you walk into Hershey Park. There is so much tradition here, and I just feel fortunate to have played those last couple of years here, and it's a great building.
I think for any player who plays here, I think the tradition that has been laid here in the past is something that everyone knows about and is honored to be a part of. And the fans here are great. The following of the team in this area is tremendous, and you know, it's fun to be a part of a team and an organization that has a tradition like it has.
I mean, the best thing that ever happened was signing with the Philadelphia Flyers and playing for the Hershey Bears. That was the best part of my career. I mean, I've had some outstanding memories in this building, so I mean, it's home.
Because where I played, what I grew up playing in, this was like one of the greatest buildings. It still is one of the greatest buildings I ever played in and ever will play in.